What's good, YouTube? Today I want to talk to you about how I got profiled by the police back in 2019. So let's go ahead and get into it. So back in the day, I was a club promoter in Hollywood, and I didn't have a car, so I used to walk everywhere, and I would have to walk to the clubs at night. So on this particular night, I was walking through West Hollywood, and it was a really nice neighborhood. It was like one of the best neighborhoods I've seen in LA. So I was walking through, just minding my business. And, all of a sudden I see some bright lights come on. And I look up and I see it's a cop car and they got their high beams on me. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So they hop out the car and the first thing they ask me is like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm just walking to the club or whatever. And then they start asking me these weird questions. They're like, oh, we haven't seen you before. And do you have any ID on you? Do you have any weapons on you? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I come from a really good neighborhood, so I've never experienced nothing like this. I had just moved to LA, and I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, why is all the hostility? Like, I detected a lot of hostility in their voice. So I was like, yo, what's going on? I be seeing them on the news. Like, I be seeing the stories about, officers killing black men. It was pitch black at night. There was nobody else around, and it's just me and them. So I'm like, oh, shoot. And when they asked me, do I have any weapons on me, that's when my heart dropped. I was like, oh, shoot, I don't think these cops have any good intentions right now. So they asked me for my ID, and I pulled that joint out so slow. I was not taking no chances. I pulled my ID out, and they were like, all right, yeah, we're just going to check you for some warrants, and we're going to see what's going on. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Now, I had read prior to being stopped that California is not a stop and ID state. So I was tempted to be like, nah, like you're not about to see my ID. But mind you, it was pitch black and it was nothing outside but me and these officers. So I was like, bro, I'm not even gonna try to risk it. Like, let me just get up out of here. Let me just get out of the situation as fast as possible. Now, while they're looking at my ID so they can, I guess, run it through their background investigators to just see if I got a warrant or whatever, I asked the officer again, I'm like, so why did you stop me? And their answer just pissed me off to this day. Their answer was, because we haven't seen you before. And I wanted to be like, bro, I haven't seen you before. Like, what does that even mean? So they run my stuff. They like, okay, it's cleared. They give me back my ID. And I'm just like, bro, just get me out of here. So they let me go. And then I just remember feeling like this anger come over me while I was walking to the club, because I was just thinking in my mind, like, had I been anybody else, like, would they have stopped me? And like, I wasn't wearing no bummy clothes. I was wearing really nice clothes, and I was headed to the club. So I don't know if they thought like I was like a gang member or I was like out of place. But it's like, bro, if I'm just walking minding my business, like, why are you pulling me over? So after that, I had like a real problem with police, and I had to work through that. I eventually actually ended up applying to the LAPD, just out of that, just because I just wanted to make a change. I also applied to the Inglewood PD and the Long Beach PD, and we're gonna see how that process goes. But I just remember just feeling less than, But anyways, I'm not about to hold y'all up too long. I just wanted to get that little story off my chest. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the story. Let me know if this has ever happened to you. Share your stories down in the comment section below. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.